Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV. And listen, it's the match reaction. Arsenal 2, West Ham nil. Arsenal 2, West Ham nil. And listen, guys, it wasn't the most exciting game, not gonna lie. From what I saw and what I caught, my TV kept glitching and all of that stuff right there. But so listen, I'm not gonna make any excuses. I'm not Arteta, so I'm not making excuses. We win the game 2-0. Listen, some might call it a professional win. We won. At the end of the day, we won the game. We haven't conceded. And to be honest, West Ham didn't really offer nothing. They didn't offer nothing. I think we had, let me just quickly check the stats. I think we had 5 shots on target to their 0 shots on target. We had 20 odd shots. I think it was 20 odd shots, 21 shots to their 4. So they had only 4. They didn't offer nothing, guys. They didn't offer nothing. Yeah, they did not offer nothing. But looking at the lineup, um, we had the back 4, the usual back 4 with Calafiori at left back. We had Saliba, Mangalese, Timber in the middle. It was good. He's been listening to us. Started Martin Odegaard, started Eze, and started Declan Rice. And then up front, Trossard. I wanted to see Martinelli. I wanted to see Martinelli on that left-hand side. I'm just fed up with Trossard. He frustrates me, loses the ball too easy. He's not quick enough. Gokeres, sorry, Gokeres, man. Listen, you're playing up front. You're trying too hard. Arsenal need, my title is Arsenal need to learn to play with a striker as well, but we need more from you, Glock. We need more from you. And Saka, who got one of the goals, and obviously Declan Rice getting the first goal. So let's just get into the game. As I said, after 30 minutes, you're thinking, come on, is that whole side was back. The only thing we did better from last season is that we beat them. Yeah, we beat them. But I wanted to see more from Arsenal. Listen, we had these attacking players on there, but I didn't get the feeling of that all-out attack, free-flowing football. It was still kind of very busy. Side was passing, and then maybe just before Odegaard come off, he was doing okay. He was doing okay, but he gets a knock to his knee. Now, why is Arteta sending him back on? You're going to make his injury worse. Take him off. And I would have liked to seen Eze. Not Eze, Ethan Wanweri come on, because Eze obviously started. Sorry about that. I would have seen Ethan want to come. Listen, he does come on eventually, but I would have liked to have seen him come on before. He brings on Martin Zubimendi, and to be honest, when he come on, he just kept things ticking over. I think the first goal where he sets up Eze from a shot, goalkeeper saves it, and then Declan Rice obligingly puts it in the back of them on the follow up. Didn't really celebrate, obviously, his ex club, but probably this is the best I've seen him play against West Ham. Not going to lie. I think it was the best I've seen him play against West Ham. Saka did have a goal ruled out for offside, went too early. Stepped up, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Because it was just getting to a point where we was getting a little bit frustrated with the game. Did West Ham look like they would have get into it? Not really. To be honest, they didn't really offer nothing. So this was our chance to really put more than 2 goals past them, guys. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a clean sheet. Great, we are top of the league. Liverpool are probably literally playing now as we speak against Chelsea. Listen, a draw would be great, or a Chelsea win. But look, we go into the international break either top of the league or second on 16 points, scored the most amount of goals in the league so far. Raya didn't have a lot to do, not going to lie. And to be honest, even the other keeper didn't really have a lot to do. But you know what I mean? I think it was Calafiori hit the post. Calafiori doesn't play at left back. This guy is the roaming horse. He's everywhere on that pitch. At one point, he was over on the right-hand side. And I'm thinking, why aren't you over there? Yes, Gabriel Mangalese is going to cover, but a better side would have probably exploited that. But lucky enough for us, it didn't really see much from Juve. He was clumsy, giving away that penalty. He carried on from outside the box, pushes Timber, and Timber ends up going down, and we get that penalty with Saka scoring that penalty. I think it was in the 60. what was it? Let's just get this right. In the 67th minute, Declan Rice getting that goal in the 38th minute. I don't. Boy, listen, Gyökeres, who's the better penalty taker, Gyökeres or Saka? People are going to say, give it to Gyökeres because at the moment, I'm not saying that the confidence is going from him, but the more we go on, now that's 7 games. And obviously he hasn't scored in a month. I'm not saying he hasn't scored in 7, but when it's our 7th game and he's still only got 3 to his name. I think he's still the top goal scorer for us. So we need more from our attacking players. There was at the early part, there was a time where a ball came across and Gyökeres, you've got to stay on your feet, man. In that box, snatching at things, getting a little bit panicky, and you slip over. It kind of ricochets in there, and then it ricochets out to Eze, and he couldn't believe it. The goal was gaping, and he puts it over the bar. And there was another time where on that left-hand side, where I can't remember who played across to Gyökeres, but again, inches. It could have. I think it might have been Eze, if my memory serves me right. If it wasn't Eze, it might have been Martin. No, I don't think Martinelli does those kind of things. So I think it might have been Eze. To be honest, was it Eze? Who knows? But the ball goes past him, and he's inches away from, slides in, and he misses. He needs to score. He needs to score badly, guys. And I'm hoping that he will keep going. He's making the runs, but sometimes our players are not finding him. The problem is Arsenal doesn't know how to play with a striker. That is the problem. They don't know how to play with a striker. For so long, they played with a false nine. They played with a Kai Havertz holding up the ball. That is not Gyökeres' game. He plays on the shoulder. He needs balls into the space so he can run onto them. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes he's got 2 men on him. So it makes it even more difficult for him. Do you know what I mean? Constantly wrestling with having a fight and wrestling with the defenders. And these defenders are, these are not these are not the Portuguese defenders now in the Portuguese league. Now, these are Premier League defenders. They ain't gonna give you time on the ball. Against maybe the lower sides, hopefully he will find some form. Listen, we go into the international break, sitting currently top at the league at the top. That could change because obviously Liverpool are playing Chelsea. Chelsea are not playing fantastically well, but they need to get something from this game. And I'm hoping that Chelsea can do something. But overall, the game, guys, I'm not going to lie, it was not the best of games because I was expecting more with the attacking players that we had on there. I say Odegaard goes off and he's replaced with Zubimendi. Hopefully the knock on his knee is not too bad, and that he'll be ready to come back. I doubt if he's going to end up going to play. He may well do. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Ethan comes on. He replaces Leandro Trossard. Again, bro, I just don't know what's going on with this situation with Ethan Nwaneri. You know what I mean? But he does come on and gets 20 odd minutes, with the added injury time on there. Miles Lewis-Skelly comes on for Ricardo Calafiori. I said he hit the post. Like, this guy is everywhere apart from left back. I'm not going to lie. Mikel Moreno comes on. He had a half chance. He comes on. That's the sort of thing we need to do. I don't want him starting. He has to come on, box crash, super sub, if you want to call it that. I don't know. That's his job, to come on and do the business. So look, it might have been Miles Lewis-Skelly that played that cross. I can't remember, guys. Listen, sometimes my TV kept playing up and whatever. But look, whoever it was that played that cross to Gyökeres, and he missed it by inches, let me know. Put it in the comments. Please put it in the comments. But listen, it's a half decent win. It's not brilliant. It's not spectacular. Professional, if you want to call it that. We go into the international break winning this 2-0. Declan Rice, the guy behind me, gets the first goal. Nicely taken. Doesn't celebrate, but it's good that he's played a lot better than he did in his last previous times against West Ham. So listen, guys, Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Arsenal need to learn to play with a striker. Block, we need more from you. Guys, please hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new, and I'll see you on the next match reaction. Take care and God bless.